Hi, I'm Christina from Travels with Ted, and today I'm bringing you my 2025 RV holiday gift guide. I've lived in an RV since 2016, so I've got a pretty good idea of what campers really want and what they'll really use. We've broken this down into gift guides for all sorts of campers, from the chill campfire guys to the adventurous couple. So we've got ideas for every RV camper in your life. So let's go inside and look at these gift ideas. Okay, we're going to start with gift ideas for adventurous campers. So, campers who really go out in their RV to enjoy the outdoors, whether they like hiking, kayaking, or just going and boondocking in the wilderness. But anyone who really loves an outdoor adventure will love these gifts. First, a great set of binoculars. Um, so, we have this Nikon Monarch pair that are very nice. We love them. Traveling around the country in our RV, we often see birds and different wildlife. And so, using these, we're really able to get a much better look. So, anyone who enjoys wildlife watching will love these. We're going to link to actually a slightly smaller pair of Nikons. That's a travel size binocular. So, we've got half this size. So, they're super easy to put in a day pack and don't take up a lot of room if your favorite camper has a smaller RV. Then next, anyone who's having lots of adventures is going to want to document those adventures. Even if they're not on social media, they're going to want to take photos and videos for themselves. And sometimes when you're traveling around with just your family, there's no one around to take a picture for you. So we always travel with a phone tripod like this one. We use this Craft Geek one, which it works with any of the phones that have the magnetic circle, or any phone case that has the magnetic circle in the back. It just pops right in, and it comes with a small little remote control. So if you want to take a whole picture of your family at your awesome campsite or at the top of a mountain you hike to, you can just pull this little guy out, put it up, press the button, and take great family photos without anyone around. My next gift idea for adventurous couples, again, to document those adventures, is an action camera, more specifically, a GoPro. So the GoPro action camera itself is just this little top piece. So it's super tiny and portable, which is great for RV travel. We've got ours attached to a float stick that floats in water because it is waterproof. And so we often use this whether we're snorkeling, rafting, kayaking. We can take great videos of all those water adventures. Adventurers also love to attach these to mountain bikes, to their helmets when they're skiing. You can document all sorts of outdoor adventures, but we use this all the time. Highly recommend for campers who love outdoor adventures. Then I have two other gifts on my list for adventures that I'm not going to show you because they're on my wish list for this year. So the first of those is an inflatable kayak. So these kayaks are actually, they fold all the way down, and then they'll come with an air pump so you can float them up. So this is perfect for RVers who don't have room for kayaks or don't want to deal with the hassle of a kayak rack, but want to be able to have their own kayaks for when they're camping on lakes. So this is a gift that's on my wish list for this year, and I think any adventurous RV couple would love. And the last gift idea for adventurers is a solar shower. So if your favorite camper is boondocking quite a bit, then they really have to manage the water in their RV. So a solar shower is this little bag that turns into a shower so you can hang it from your RV or for a tree, and it uses the sun to heat up the water inside, and then you can take an outdoor shower at your remote campsite without filling up the RV's gray water tank. Next up, I've got gift ideas for campers who like to chill at the campsite, have a few beers around the campfire, or some sodas with the family. But for people who really like to relax at the campsite, these are some great gift ideas. First, I've got this travel ping pong set. So you can see it's super portable, but it turns any picnic table into a ping pong game. The net stretches out and attaches on to any table. So whether you bring your own or use the picnic table at campgrounds, you can turn any table into table tennis with this. Another game that's great for playing at campsites is bocce ball. So this game, it comes with one small ball, and basically everyone has different colored balls, and you're just trying to throw them closest to that small one. So super easy, fun campsite game for adults and children alike. This set is quite heavy. It's a regulation set. I'm going to link to one that has lighter weight balls and would be much more appropriate for all ages and for RV travel as well, because this one weighs a little too much. Our next gift idea is quite affordable, but will be used all the time, and that is a travel hammock. You can see that it's very portable and lightweight. It comes in this tiny little bag, but when you pull this out, you have a full-size hammock that can be strapped on safely between any two trees. I've taken the greatest naps of my life in this at campgrounds, and so I highly recommend it as an affordable holiday gift. Next, most RVers are already going to have some camping chairs, but they probably don't have the best camping chair. We really love this Kelty Love Seat. So not only does it have seating for two, but it's got some other great features. For being a big chair, it folds up pretty compact. And the carrying case actually doubles as a dog bed that you can lay on the ground in front of the chair. And then my favorite part of this chair is that it's got two blankets that are attached to the chair on each side. So for those fall camping nights, you can stay warm and snugly in the chair. And those are detachable, so if they need to be machine washed, they can't be. And my last gift idea for those campground loungers is a smokeless fire pit. So Solo Stove is famous for their smokeless fire pits. These fire pits burn real wood, but they create so much less smoke. And their Ranger size is a great size for RVers because it's still pretty portable, but it does put off enough heat and have enough space for 4 adults to comfortably sit around this fire pit. Next up, let's talk about gifts for new RV owners. So these are great gifts for people who are getting the camper for Christmas or planning to purchase an RV in the new year, and so they don't have all the supplies yet. So first up, something really basic, but is a set of dishes. These are our bowls. We'll link to a full set with bowls and plates. But we use wheat straw dishes in our RV because they're super durable, but they're also not breakable. They're like a plastic-like material, but they hold up really well in the microwave. They don't get overheated, and they're super easy to clean. So we've had a great experience with these dishes for camper. So get them a full set for Christmas, and then they'll have a set of dishes to use in their RV so they don't have to bring stuff between the house and the RV. And along the same lines, they're going to need some cookware. And so we recommend this Country Kitchen stackable cookware. We've got 2 pots, a pan, and 2 lids in this set. So everything we need to make meals. And it even comes with a detachable handle that we have stored in the bottom of one of these pots that clips onto each of the individual pots and pans. Next up is a multimeter. So if you're not an electrician or you've never been an RVer, you might be unfamiliar with this. But this is a device that's used to test electricity. And it's a super important troubleshooting device for RVers. So if something goes wrong with an electrical system or an appliance, it can help RVers figure out whether the battery's dead, the fuse is just blown, or something more serious is going on. And this, if they're not an RVer already, might be something they don't have in their toolkit yet, but they're definitely eventually going to need. Another device that all new RVers are going to need is a surge protector. So this is another electrical device, but it plugs into the campground breaker and then into the RV power cord, and it protects the RV against electrical surges and other issues. So all RVers need these if they're going to camp at campgrounds. Just make sure you know whether your camper has a 30 amp or 50 amp RV before you buy a surge protector, because you need to buy the right model. Our last gift idea for new RV owners is a portable air compressor or tire inflator. Before every RV trip, RVers need to check their tire pressure to make sure they're not low and that their tires are safe to get on the road. But what do you do if you have low pressure? You need to put more air in the tires. So having a portable tire inflator allows campers to put air in the tires right there, either in their driveway or at the campground, wherever they are, so they don't have to drive even a couple miles down the road without the proper pressure in their tires. Next up, let's talk about gifts for RV road trippers. So these are great gift ideas for people who do super long RV trips, or are planning a big extended RV trip in the new year. Our first gift idea for road trippers is a Harvest Host membership. Harvest Host is a program that connects RV campers with hosts across the country, and those hosts are breweries, wineries, farms, and other local attractions and businesses. So RVers who are on an extended road trip can look for Harvest Host, and instead of staying at interstate campgrounds, they can stay at scenic farms and wineries across the country. We've had so many great experiences at Harvest Host, like getting to pet these cute alpacas, and I highly recommend it. And you can gift a membership to your favorite road tripper. And we are an affiliate for Harvest Host, so we have a discount code that's TED20, and if you use that, you'll get 20% off your gifted membership. Our next gift idea is a tire pressure monitoring system, or TPMS. So as we talked about in the last section, it's super important for RVers to check their tire pressure and know that they have the correct tire pressure when on the road. Now, if you're on an extended road trip, a tire pressure monitoring system can really provide peace of mind, because what it does is it constantly tracks the RV's tire pressure and will alert you if there's a problem or if the tire pressure drops suddenly, so you can pull over before there's a major accident. So these are a really great gift to provide peace of mind, and so that you know your favorite campers are safe on the road. Along those same lines, a roadside emergency kit is a great gift for anyone going on a big RV trip. These kits include things like jumper cables, a first aid kit, an emergency blanket, reflective triangles that you can put out on the road if you do have to pull over. So, giving that gift of safety, it might not be something that everybody thinks of buying for themselves, but it's definitely something that every RVer should have before going on an extended road trip. Another thing that every RVer should have before going on an extended road trip is a road atlas, specifically the Motors Carriers Atlas, which is designed for the big trucks, because those atlases will show things like low clearance routes. So having a paper atlas is super important when you're driving a big RV, because you need to be able to plan ahead on your route to make sure you're avoiding things like narrow highways and low clearance bridges. And finally, for our road trippers, we recommend a United States sticker map. If you're going to travel to a bunch of states, you want to get to show that off and display it on your RV. So these stickers are maps that you put on the RV, and then they come with a little sticker for each state. And as you visit that state, you get to fill in your map. So a lot of RVers put these on their RV. They're super fun, and they make a great gift. Next up is gift ideas for full-time RVers. As I said earlier, I've been a full-time RVer for 9.5 years. So I've gotten lots of presents over the year for our RV and our RV travels, and some of them were hits and some of them were not. But I promise if you go with these ideas, they will be a hit with your favorite full-time RVer. So first is gift cards. Full-time RVers don't need a lot more stuff because they have limited space and they probably have everything already that they need, unless they've asked for something specific. Then they probably don't want more stuff, definitely not anything big. But gift cards are a great idea. We specifically recommend 2 types of gift cards. The first is lodging. I usually ask for Airbnb gift cards, but you could also do a hotel gift card. Many full-time RVers chose this lifestyle because they love travel, and they don't mind being minimalist and living in tiny spaces. But sometimes it's a treat to go to an Airbnb or a nice hotel with a bathtub and lots of hot water and enjoy those amenities. It's also quite a practical gift, because sometimes full-time RVers have to take their RV into the shop, which means they need somewhere else to stay. So having an Airbnb or hotel gift card means they have a safe place to stay without having to pay a bunch of extra money. Another gift card that's very welcome for full-time RVers is fuel gift cards. If you're traveling across the country, fuel is one of your biggest expenses. So buying a gift card to a national fuel chain is an awesome gift. If you're not sure which fuel chain, I recommend Pilot Flying J. There are Flying J's in most states, and they're super cool because they have RV lanes that have gas and diesel and dump stations. So they're super easy for RVers to pull into. Another great gift idea for full-time RVers is to plan a trip with them. Again, full-time RVers love to travel. So instead of wrapping something up and putting it under the tree, just say, hey, where do you want to meet, and plan a trip. And honestly, that's the best gift any of our friends or family could give us. Now, if you really want to wrap something up for your full-time RVer, I've got a couple ideas. The first is this travel Berkey water filter. That is an awesome water filter, and it's something we use every day. And it's one of the few large items we have that we really think earns its place in our RV. As you travel across the country, water everywhere is not super tasty, but this filter is super high quality. And we've poured water in here from all over the country, and it always comes out tasty and clear on the other side. So I highly recommend that water filter. And my final gift idea for full-time RVers is an upgraded shower head. RVs are not known for their amazing showers, but in our last RV, we installed this Oxygenix Fury shower head, and it was awesome. It had much better water pressure. It had different settings, but it's still made for RVs, so it has a proper flow rate for RVs, so it won't damage their plumbing. And it's super easy for them to install. So this is a great gift that any full-time RVer will appreciate. And our final gift idea category is stocking stuffers for RV campers. First, we have my RV logbook. So I actually designed this book after living in an RV for several years. So this is both a practical and sentimental RV logbook. So it's got pages for each campground, so campers can record details about that campground, kind of give it their own little personal review, and also write down sweet memories they had. It's also got notes pages in the back. There's a mileage tracker and a maintenance tracker, so RVers can keep track of how far they've gone, so they know when maintenance is due, and then they can also keep track of when they last did a certain maintenance task, so they know when these are due. So this is a really practical stocking stuffer for any RV owner. Next up is a nifty little tool that I think every RVer will love. When you're an RV owner, at some point you're going to find yourself laying on the floor, tucked into a corner with a screwdriver, trying to get a screw out of a tight corner where your water pump is located because something's broken. That's just reality of owning an RV. This little magnetizer tool, actually you stick a screwdriver in here and it magnetizes the tip of the screwdriver. So the screw will stay on the tip of that screwdriver, which makes it a lot easier to complete RV repairs in tight spaces. Along similar lines, we have this magnetic wristband that you can stick screws on while you work on a project. So for example, if an RVer is doing their annual air conditioning maintenance, they'll need to remove the cover from that air conditioner, which is on the roof, and they can just stick all the screws from that cover on this wristband so they stay safe and secure and they know where they are when it's time to complete that project. Our next stocking stuffer that all RVers should have is a gas stop. So this is an emergency propane shutoff device that you put on the propane tank. Most RVs use propane, which is generally safe unless there's a leak. And so this is a great safety device that I think all RVers should have, and is perfect for a Christmas stocking. And our final stocking stuffer idea is for those RVers traveling with dogs. These little collapsible dog bowls are something we use all the time with our dog Ted. We use them at the campsite when we go hiking. We keep some in the truck for travel days. They're super compact and practical, and make sure you can feed and give your pup water no matter where you are. Below, we'll put a link with all these products and more details. And we hope you got some great gift ideas. Merry Christmas and happy holidays.